Tottenham were in cruise control tonight as we've managed to beat Doncaster 3-0 at home in the third round of the EFL League Cup. If you're new to the channel, please remember to like, share, comment and subscribe so you never miss a video. Yes, people, we are back. Spurs have got another game under their belts and another game that's secured in victory to sail us through into the next round of the League Cup. To start with, I was very impressed with the rotation. It was nice to see Micky and Romero have a lovely break today as Danso slotted into the side. Again, I could talk lyrical about Danso. I think he was brilliant. He was unlucky to get a yellow card after that free kick that he kind of gave away, but I don't know what he's supposed to do. He made a great challenge to win the ball back. That's my little tangent on Danso, but it was a solid performance. So when the game kind of kicked off, it was a little bit squeaky bum time for the first maybe 2 minutes as we tried to settle. You can see Doncaster's game plan was try and go long and try and get us themselves off to a nice early start by getting a goal, but we managed to keep it focused, and then we managed to open the count from an incredible aerobatic. I don't even know if I've said that right. A great overhead kick from Palhinha. It was well timed. I just love the man. And obviously he managed to set us up 1-0 fairly early. But he was brilliant all game. I think it's probably the best bit of business we've done in the summer. I know we could talk about Simmons as well, who I absolutely adore. He was doing the business as well in the midfield. And I like seeing him kind of in that more central position. Obviously we had Tell up front and we could have probably scored a lot more goals tonight. Unfortunately, Tell still hasn't got his goal. I'm very, very worried because there were times tonight where it was literally put on a plate for him and I think he made it very hard for himself. He was getting in the right positions. He just absolutely sliced the ball, missed the ball. And I don't want to bring him down too much. I thought tonight he'd bag a few to bring his confidence up, but I am getting a little bit worried for him, to be honest with you. His confidence must be at an all-time low at the fact that opportunities he got given tonight and he didn't manage to finish any of them, which is a bit unfortunate. But on the other side, I obviously want to talk about Odebert. Odebert technically got the second goal. I know it was an own goal, but it was great work from him. I love the way he takes his player on, the way he manages to shimmy. It was a nice little step over to make that kind of room for himself to get the cross into the box, which then put in the back of their own net. I think it was McGrath that put it into their own net, which kind of sets us up to 2-0. I think the only real chance I can think of that Doncaster have was the free kick that they had. It just hit the side netting, and the other one was caused a terrific save by Kinsky. I think it was a volley where he kind of did like a little kicky up and smashed it, and Kinsky managed to get a really strong hand to it and palm it out for a corner. I honestly adore Kinsky. I know he had a little bit of a rough patch last season when Vic was out for a little bit. We thought he was mustard, came in and had a bit of a wobbly. But tonight, again, he proved that if we need him to play to give Vicario a bit of a rest, Kinsky is definitely there to slot back in. Another player I want to talk about taking on his man, Brennan Johnson. It was nice to actually see him not do it once, not do it twice, but throughout that whole game, causing absolute mayhem out on the wing, which you don't normally see from Johnson. And then obviously he was gifted with his amazing goal, his solo run, again taking on his man, managing I think as well the pass from Bergvall was well timed. Bergvall slots him in, he manages to run a little bit all the way and then dink it around the keeper into the near post. There was no real saving that. The swaz it kind of had on it as well as it went in and hit the side netting. Again, very good from Brennan Johnson. I'm hoping this may spark a bit more from him. Obviously, we always talk about the fact that he always gets into the box at the right time. Bergvall's goal was obviously ruled off because Brennan Johnson was offsides. But all in all, a very, very strong performance. And a massive shout out to Luke. The fact that obviously he's come in, he's now legacy number 900, which is an insane feat for him. Obviously, we know the goals he bags in the under-21s. It was lovely to see him tonight come on and have his debut at Spurs. I am pretty sure he is going to have a very, very bright future ahead of him. And he looked very lively when he came on. I can imagine that the adrenaline was just going all the way through him. But it was lovely to see Luca come on and obviously get that legacy number 900. And I'm sure we'll see a lot more from him. But yes, 3-0. Job's done. We moved on to obviously Wolves at the weekend. But not a lot of qualms for that one, to be honest with you. Needed to get the job done. We did. We've rested a few players. Obviously, Sarr was nowhere to be seen in the squad. I'm not really taking that as alarm bells. I think he is just generally knackered. And the boss is probably like, mate, you've been doing amazing. Frank's probably like, have a rest tonight. I'm hoping that's the case anyway. But yeah, it was nice to obviously have a bit of rotation in there and keep everyone kind of fit for the weekend against Wolves. Well, like I say, let me know your thoughts in the comment section on that cup game below. Obviously, we've got Wolves up next. And like I say, it's going to be a little bit of a hiatus for me for a little bit as I go on holiday tomorrow. Thank you to everybody that wished me happy birthday. So there will be no show on Monday. There'll be no show on Tuesday. But I'm back on Wednesday this time as I'll be joined by Spurs legend Mr. Miller, Paul Miller, to sit down with him to go through all his thoughts and feelings playing for the club and looking ahead what the future holds for Tottenham. But that one is actually in the diary. We are set in stone. So I hope to see you all next Wednesday. And until next time, come on you Spurs.